Welcome into the Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on 710 Old Hickory Boulevard. For Nashville's best meat and three craft beers and more, the neighborhood meets at the corner. And Zach, Colin Cowherd is pretty polarizing, you could say, especially in the South, this area of the country, right?
Yeah.
Well, he had some strong words for Tennessee Vol fans who are wanting to swing big time for a new head coach.
This is why your football program is an underachieving mess. Here's the candidates today for the Tennessee job, and they're all famous except one guy. John Gruden, Chip Kelly, Les Miles, Dan Mullen, Bobby Petrino, Lane Kiffin. Okay, that's 5 famous guys, and then the one guy you should hire, Dan Mullen, who would guarantee you 10 wins for the next decade. He's already winning at a less attractive job in your conference and gave Nick Saban fit Saturday night.
Of course Dan Mullen would work out, right? Like I said this last season, as soon as Butch Jones was starting to have issues, that I thought Dan Mullen would be a good replacement. Of course that would work out, and of course that makes sense. But Zach, don't tell me that you think Colin Cowherd wouldn't be happy or pleased with Tennessee if they landed a coach like John Gruden or like Chip Kelly too, right?
Yes, but I think what he's thinking about is in the football sense.
Right.
Everybody is fascinated by the sizzle. But what do we talk about on our show? Every single day, I feel like. We don't know whether John Gruden is a good quality college football coach that can win and compete with the Nick Sabans, the Urban Meyers, the James Franklins,
Chip Kelly at Florida maybe.
Yeah, the guys that compete for national championships. I do believe, and what I do know is Dan Mullen's been competing in the SEC West over the last 9 years at a very, very high level. You put that at Tennessee with more resources, I think that makes more sense of putting the football sense over the top than John Gruden, who loves to say, I love breaking down film, Spider 2Y, banana, all that stuff.
You can make the case for that against John Gruden, whether he would be a good fit at Tennessee. A lot of people think he'd be a rock star in college football.
I think that's what Colin Cowherd's saying.
Well, no, yeah, but Colin Cowherd also threw in names that have no chance of getting the Tennessee job in the first place, like Lane Kiffin. He's just throwing in Lane Kiffin to make his point stronger. Same thing goes with Bobby Petrino and Les Miles. Those 3 guys are not being mentioned as being a part of the Tennessee football hire. Colin Cowherd's just saying that to make his point stronger, which is actually fake news. If you want to drop that in this on Colin Cowherd, I understand.
Groomers are fake news.
I understand his point with John Gruden and versus Dan Mullen as a college head coach, especially at Tennessee. I get that, but he's just throwing stuff in there that is nonsense to me.
Do you believe Dan Mullen would be a better football coach than John Gruden for the University of Tennessee?
A better football coach? I think Dan Mullen is a safer hire, but obviously John Gruden has the potential to be a flat-out rock star in college football.
Do you want a rock star like Tommy Lee, or do you want a guy who can win football games?
I think John Gruden would win football games. Butch Jones.
I don't think we know that. I don't think we know that.
Zach, Butch Jones went back-to-back 9-win seasons, and the guy's incompetent as a head coach. I think John Gruden could do pretty well at Tennessee.
Well, we may find out. We may not find out. Who knows whether Tennessee and John Currie is going to hire John Gruden. But as the days roll on and as Brady Hoke gets everybody ready for the weekend, we'll see what the groomers end up actually being true or false.
And that's today's Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on A to Z Sports National.com.